Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so.
This is Nicole Flores from McKinney for Edwin and Dara, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, yes. I do want to catch up with Nicole and find out how her dad is doing. He's looking for a kidney. We had him on the show. It was a while ago now, and I want to touch base with her. So I'll reach out and see how he is doing. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Thursday, November 7th. I am your host, Danny Gurry. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm not doing great because I forgot to download the rundown of today's show. I'm going to do that in once. I'm just going to give it to you live version like we used to. Goodness gracious, because I tell you, here's what I can do. Here's what I've already started. Thursday is not great. Thursday is not great at all. Well, you guys know me. This is the way things roll. This is the way things roll. Anyway, today we got local news, weather, and sports with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express. We're going to go over all the events, what is happening in Frederick. Yes, there's tons. Oh my gosh, I spent probably 2 hours last night adding events that are happening in our area, including, I'm excited to tell you guys all about the Christmas lights and all that stuff that's going on. Then live, Christi and Carolyn are going to join us to chat about the second annual Roper Romps event. That is where people dress up as Mrs. Roper from Three's Company and head downtown, which is fun. Lex from CMIT Solutions to chat about the IT support he can provide your business. And Sam Vitale, if you need a copier or an opera, he can provide both, which is really, really cool. So we got the $70 in proceeds from October added to our total. So I think we're at $235 going to Christmas Cash for Kids, which is exciting and fun. And I'm really happy about that. I hope November is a huge, huge month. So I need your help. All you got to do is go into the Home of Everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street, Thursdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Head into the Home of Everything Frederick. Pick up your Good Morning Frederick anything, sticker, magnet, ornament, fleece, hat. We got some cool trucker hats. We got some beanies, tons of t-shirts. Pick it up, and you're helping kids in Frederick County, okay? Even if you only got a couple of bucks. All right, subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? We are slowly but surely getting there. I'd love to be at 1,500 subscribers by our 200th show, which is January 13th. So I need all your all's help to share and just ask your social media, hey, Have you subscribed to Good Morning Frederick yet? Please do it, because the more subscribers we have, the more YouTube shares our videos, which means our local businesses, nonprofits, events, all that great stuff gets more and more exposure. Okay. And don't forget about the podcast. I do download the episode every day and upload it to Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, YouTube. All the podcast platforms should be there for you. So if you're driving around or maybe cleaning the house and you want to put it on your device, you can do it. All right, let's go ahead and get this Thursday started. And while we're doing this, I'm going to upload my events thing. All right, here we go. Huge thanks to our show sponsor, We Help You Move. Whether you're moving across the street or across the country, Nicholas and his team of moving experts can make the whole thing easy. We Help You Move is veteran-owned and a great supporter of the Frederick community. WeHelpYouMove.com. It is now time for our local news, weather, and sports with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Bad hair day.
The hat, I like it.
Yeah,
Chris,
but it's a
Danny.
good hat.
yeah.
That's a good hat.
I got to start off real quickly by saying this morning when I woke up, my wife grabbed my cup and she said to me, she says, "Chris, your coffee is so nice and hot." And I said, "Well, because I have my coffee in this wonderful," there's a little delay here, I'm sorry, wonderful Good Morning Frederick mug here where I drink my coffee. So there you go. You can still purchase this over at Good Morning, the Everything Frederick and Less store. So there you go.
Yes. You can pick one up. They're just $20. And of course, all the proceeds go to Christmas Cash for Kids, which is great. I think we're at $253 so far.
Wow.
And there's Mama Cone. She's on today. Yeah. So I'm hoping for a big November because obviously we want to help out the kiddos in Frederick County. So.
And it's a great cup. I mean, my wife takes it all the time. I don't get it. It's got a great lid on it. It's got, it's got the non-skid bottom. So, it's a great cup.
Hey, only
we already said we don't like skid marks on the tables. We've said that, right? That's good. So good job with the anti-skid on there. Great cup. Listen, I feel bad. So Danny brought a couple of cups, and I was supposed to give one to my partner in crime, Bob Miller. But unfortunately, I kept the second cup for myself. But I can't help it; they're so good.
Well, we got Bob his cups. It's okay. Right. And also at the Home of Everything Frederick, as soon as they're in, we're going to have the cash donation box that will be in the shop, so people can come by and drop some coinage or dollar bills, or they can scan the QR code and donate directly. But and they'll be able to do that on the Thursdays to Sundays. So it'll be good.
Wait, do I get to do a Facebook Live there too?
You can, or I can take care of it because I know you have a big list. I saw it.
Well, we truly appreciate Christmas Cash for Kids. And I will say this, it was one of the most amazing things I've done in radio. And when I first did it last year with Bob, me and Bob, we were on the air. And I'm looking at Bob and I'm thinking to myself, because I know how much normally we'd make. And I'm thinking to myself, well, we only have 5 days to make X amount of money. We're at $0. How is this going to happen? Because we don't have national support like most charities. This is all 100% local. And I'll be darned, by Wednesday, we were at like $60,000 coming from local businesses and the local community. And I don't think I've ever been as touched
Yeah.
as to when I read that final total.
Well, I'm excited because this comes full circle because this fundraiser used to live at the old Z104 up off Mount Phillip Road where I was employed. So, yeah, I'm excited to get back to it. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think everybody was employed there at one point in time.
I know. It was kind of like just like the bus stop for people
And I'm gonna
in radio.
now, I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to get upset with me for saying this because he does not like to get the kudos for this. But this guy up there, Bob Miller, man, he is the face of this, and he works hard. See, he's going to get mad at me. He's
I
going to say
hardly
no.
work. I hardly
But
work. It's
he
no
works
big deal.
hard.
I
He works hard to get this going.
No.
And off air, man, he truly loves these kids and truly loves what he does. So
Yes,
thank you
he
again
does.
for that, Bob.
Yes, he does.
Well, let's talk about what's going on in the news, Chris. Come on, this is
Moving right along.
Yeah, we're moving right along. It is Frederick's a great effort, and people like Danny selling the merch and giving the proceeds away. So and donating the proceeds. Oh, by the way, you're real quick. I have some friends of mine who are moving to Tennessee, and they were calling up moving companies. Now, I told them about Nicholas Walker. Now, it's a little bit far for him to go unless he gets down here. But they had this huge sticker shock. They're like, are you kidding me? That's how much it's going to cost to move us to, and then they were like, well, do you have any boxes or anything or tape? And they were like, well, yeah, you do, but you got to drive an hour and a half to go get it. And I'm like, and I just remember when we moved and I said, Nicholas, I said, my wife is done packing. And he goes, oh, good. And he goes, and I'm like, no, you don't understand. She's done packing. And that means you have to do the rest of it. And his team came in and, I mean, they packed everything.
Yeah.
When I got to open the boxes, I'm like, why'd they pack that? And then Linda's like, because you told them to pack everything. And they packed everything. So you might want to remember that when you hire them because they do what you tell them. So
make sure the garbage is marked garbage.
And watch out for the cats and dogs, too. We don't want them in the box.
No, you don't. And mine weren't. But so, and I'm like, well, and they were, this was like they're looking at $7,500 to move something. So it's like, it's expensive. And these companies just, so it's we're very blessed to have Mr. Nicholas Walker in town.
Yes, we are. All right, Chris, what do we got?
Oh, so we got other news besides the election stuff going on. Well, real quickly with the elections, the District 6 House race still too close to call between Neil Parrott and April Delaney. So hopefully we'll get something on that here soon. The Frederick County State's Attorney's Office has launched a data dashboard. State Attorney Charlie Smith, who was a guest recently on the Morning News Express, Bob Miller spoke to him, and he said it outlines how local prosecutors handle cases based on offense type, the speed which they've been handling, and how cases were resolved based on a defendant's race and ethnic background. We have a bunch of cases in Frederick County. It's a growing county, and we all know that there are some resources management that we have to do, just like in private industry, Charlie Smith said. And again, you can hear that interview. It's actually podcasted on our website at WFMD.com and scroll through our Facebook page. You'll hear the interview. It was a great interview with Bob and Charlie Smith. Anything else you want to add to that, Bob? Because you spoke with him.
No, I am great.
The great Bob Miller.
The only other thing I would add would be part of my sports, and that is Carson's doing great playing football for the University of Army, for the U.S. Army. So, watching him was fun. He's only a sophomore, so we'll see more of him.
Yeah.
All right. In other news, more than 350 pounds of unwanted, unused medications were turned in by 150 residents during the drug take-back day on Saturday. That was back in October 26th in Frederick County. That's according to the Frederick County Health Department. We are grateful to our community and partners who came out on a lovely afternoon and gave part in their Saturday to make this event a success. So that's a lot of unwanted medication that was taken back. And taking a look at the weather here. pull it up. Here we go. Partly cloudy today, warm. Can you believe it's November? I mean, it's November 7th, and this morning I went outside in a short sleeve shirt, which is, and then it kind of worries me that we have nice weather now, but we might be paying for it a little later on in the wintertime. So that's the only thing. But high of 76 today. And tonight, partly cloudy. We're going to get down to a low of 44. And taking a look at your TGIF, which is tomorrow, mainly sunny, high 71. And we'll get down to a low of 40.
Awesome.
Watch for the woolly caterpillars. That will tell you what kind of weather we're going to have, what kind of winter. So
yeah, isn't it how much brown or black or what do we have to look for?
The black on the woolly caterpillar. So you look for that.
All right. So. The more the black, the crazier the winter.
Yep. I think that's right. So, all
right.
Speaking of crazy, how about the girls' flag football? Linganore and Urbana, both the Hawks and the Lancers were 10-1, and going into this game, and Linganore beats Urbana by a score. I think the Hawks were actually undefeated. They defeated them. Linganore defeated the Urbana Hawks yesterday in 4 overtimes, 9-8. Now, here's the funny part. They both advanced to Friday's inaugural Maryland State Tournament at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. That'll feature the top 2 teams from all 4 participating districts, Baltimore City, Frederick, Montgomery, and Washington counties. Now, the other cool thing about that is that they might get to play each other because they're in separate brackets. They could play for the state championship, which would be awfully cool. Yeah. In volleyball, 4A West final action, Urbana over Northwest. They'll advance to the state quarterfinals, where it will be they'll play yet to be determined opponent. That's always a tough opponent. Could be undefeated Richard Montgomery on Friday or Saturday. The Great 8, Alex Ovechkin scored the go-ahead goal midway through the third period to reach his 861st in his career. The Capitals beat the struggling Nashville Predators 3-2 on Wednesday night. And don't forget, it is Thursday night football, and your Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And, of course, you can hear the game on WFMD. And that's a look at sports.
Well, we appreciate you both, and we'll be back tomorrow to wrap up the week.
Wow, look at us, Bob. Look how quick we got done today. Usually we're pushing things. It's only 9:17. We're going to have to talk for another 20 minutes.
I need to make sure you can get your work done so that you're not staying too late.
That's right.
All right. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Want to thank them very much. All right. Let's do what is happening in oh gosh, yeah. I gotta upload this. We're gonna talk about what's happening in Frederick because there are a ton of things. So one of the things that I am putting together is a listing, a Google map of all the holiday lights in the area, plus all the drive-through events that are happening in our region, because we don't really have any here in Frederick. So that will be coming soon because it's really cool. If you just want to pull open the Google Maps, you can actually drive around. We've got some neighborhoods out near where I live. I know that there are some houses that go all out. There's some neighborhoods that go all out. So as people are putting up their lights, I'm going to be putting up a way for you to get me the address or just the cross streets or the general area so that I can share it with people. If you go all out with your Christmas decorations, let me know. Leave a comment. I would love to reach back out when you are ready to go, and we can share that with all of our viewers. All right, I'm waiting for this to upload now, of course. Goodness gracious. All right, well, first let's talk about this. Oh, I don't think that's the right one because it's got the wrong client on it. Today's Thursday, and it is Taco Bar. It's Berea Thursday at Taco Bar, West Point Plaza on Route 40 between 40 and alternate 40. Berea is slow-cooked shredded beef served in a variety of ways. The most common one is on tacos with melted cheese and consomme, which is the broth made from the same Berea juices. There's Berea tacos, queso Berea, pizza Berea, torta Berea, burrito fries, and more. Remember, at Taco Bar, this special is only available on Thursdays. All right, here's what I'm going to do so I can get all this stuff up and running. For some reason, it's not uploading properly. I'm going to do this. We're going to take a quick break, and I will be right back with all of the events that are happening in Frederick just after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
All right, now I'm just waiting for everything to upload. So while we're waiting, goodness gracious, so my system, I'm just going to give the excuse, but it's not really valid because I should have had this ready to go. But the system that I use to stream is having some glitches with uploading files from a Google Drive, which I used to just be able to do. Now I have to download it. I got to wait for it to upload. I got to wait for it to download. But have no fear. You may have seen that there was a grant by the city of Frederick, and I was awarded part of that grant, which is awesome. It means I'm going to be able to get a new computer, faster one. And, you know, I got the nerdy husband, which is great. All right, here we go. Happening in Frederick. For the calendar with all the events, go to promocircus.com, Everything Frederick Live, click on events, or check out the YouTube. Any of our video descriptions, the link should be there. And thank you to Taco Bar for being our sponsor. All right. Happy holidays from Maryland Lottery and Good Morning Frederick. Starting Monday through December 20th, you're going to text GMF to 888-465-2944. Each weekday, one viewer will be selected to win 10 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. But here's the best part. On December 23rd, one lucky viewer will be selected to receive a Christmas tree made out of $100 worth of Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. That image there is a Christmas tree made out of scratch-offs. How cool is that? How fun is that going to be to maybe do as a family on Christmas morning? I think it's awesome. Anyway, text GMF 888-465-2944 and starting, you can text that now if you want, but you're going to want to text every day starting November 11th through December 20th. Text every weekday morning and you could win that. All right. Free Good Morning Frederick ornament. The first 5 people to stop by the Home of Everything Frederick each day will get a free Good Morning Frederick ornament and sticker pack. It's at 401 North Market Street, Thursday to Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right. All month long, the cats and dogs who are 5 years old and older, I don't know why it doesn't like that Frederick County Animal Control. I moved it and I re-uploaded it. Silly. Anyway, 5 years old and older are free to adopt. You still have to apply, but they are free of charge. So go grab yourself. I mean, that's still a baby for most of these animals. So, all right. Tonight, Shane Gamble's live at RAC. And today, the special needs dance party is at FCF Church. So you can check that out. Tomorrow, Frederick at Night. Merchants are open late with fun goodies, specials, plus the Light Walk returns through March. So 5 to 8 p.m., head to the Home of Everything Frederick. There will be some fun stuff there. All right, that Rotary tip-off tournament, 5:30 Friday. And of course, that Veterans Celebration is at Old Mother. On Saturday, 12 to 3, the Thanksgiving food tastings at Common Market on 7th Street. Head over there. They can prepare some of your sides. Maybe you're going somewhere for Thanksgiving. You want to take something. They have some great options. And then 2, that Rotary tip-off tournament at Hood College is there as well. Also at 2, that Roper Romp. We're going to talk about that with the ladies who have planned that event coming up here shortly. And then the Harlem Wizards, 6 to 8, they are at FCC. You want to head over there, get your tickets, search Harlem Wizards on Facebook, and you'll find the details there. Sunday, 1 o'clock, the opening ceremony for the 92nd Brunswick Veterans Day Parade. The parade starts at 2 at Maple and Potomac Streets. You can head up there for that. And then at 3, the U.S. Air Force concert band is at the Weinberg. You can grab your tickets for that as well. That would be kind of cool to see. We got tons of coming soon. I want you to know about, of course, Monday, November 11th, the Maryland Lottery holiday giveaway starts. Then the 16th, we got some great stuff. There's speed dating at Rack, and it's broken down by age group. So the older folks, and I'm going to say, I think it was like 40 to 60, you're earlier in the evening, which is probably a great thing. It's awesome. But you can also see there's a bunch of really good events coming up on the 16th. Then the 18th, it is Monday the 18th, the artwork revealed live on this show. You're going to see the compilation artwork of the 7 African Americans who will be honored on February 5th, 2025. Yemi has created it, and we are going to reveal it right here on the show with a live interview with Yemi. Also, the 20th, you can come on the Merry and Bright exclusive preview tour, $25. You can get your tickets if you go to promocircus.com. Click on the Everything Frederick Live tab and the calendar of events. Right below the calendar of events, you will see the link to purchase your tickets or the ways that you can pay through Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle. And also that day, the free turkey distribution at Nimio Field. We actually have an interview with the ladies who are organizing that coming up shortly. And the boats are in the water on the 23rd of November. Then in December, it's the Kris Kringle procession. And then February 5th is the African Americans of Excellence exhibit kickoff. If you've not heard of this event, it is a way for the whole community of Frederick to come together and celebrate people doing great things. And that's really what this show is all about, is highlighting the greatness that we have in our town here in Frederick County. And wow, this is the 3rd year, and it's grown quite exponentially. The first year they did it in a gallery. The second year, last year, it was at the Weinberg, and I think they sold 800 tickets. And this year, I am the event director for this event, and I feel like it is going to sell out at 1,100 tickets. It is a really fun evening. You get to see. So the way it works is there are 7 honorees, and each one of them is being videoed, photographed, and painted or sketched or drawn. So there's an artist, a photographer, and a videographer, and we're going to present all of their work. And in March, you will be able to purchase or bid on that artwork, the photography, the artwork, and all of that. So it's really, really cool. All right, we are going to, I think the ladies are here. Let's see who we have. Hey, good morning, Christi.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
Good, good.
All right. Is Carolyn, I know I'm like 20 seconds early. We can start, and then if Carolyn jumps in, we can jump in with her.
Okay.
So you guys put on the Roper Romp event, which is this Saturday downtown. Tell me how this event got started.
Well, it was started last year. A group of ladies, I guess it's been nationwide in the United States, and I really don't know how exactly the group of ladies were interested and got started with the first one. I was part of the committee, but I really don't know how it got
Just
started. It was just like on Facebook, and just a group of us got together, and it was set up, and
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
really fun last year. And we had, I'm not sure how many, maybe 50 people or more, but this year it looks like it's going to be probably over 100 people.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really cool. And how fun if you're downtown Frederick and people may be wondering why there's a bunch of people in muumuus and red wigs. That's what it is. Oh, here she comes. Here comes
Oh,
Carolyn.
good.
Good morning. Poor
There
Christy. Good
she
morning,
is.
Carolyn. How are you? Are you there? Okay. Not sure. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. All right. Do you know how this event got started?
Last year there was a couple women, I guess, that had heard about it and thought it would be kind of neat to bring. There's nothing in the area.
Yep.
And they've been gaining popularity, I guess,
Yeah.
for like a
Awesome.
decade.
So you're one of the chairs of the event this year?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what people can do if they want to participate and what's happening with it.
So we have a Facebook group that people can join to get information. It's Roper Romp, Frederick, Maryland. And then there's a Google form that we ask people to complete so that we know who's registered, so we can let the venues know. And that is, the website is bit.ly/Frederick Romp 24. So if they register, they'll get emails from us with other information. And so we're going to show up at Old Town Tavern in Frederick at 2 on Saturday and get everybody checked in. We have some prize opportunities. We have custom cocktails at the different venues. And then at 3:15, we'll gather outside for a group photo. And then everyone can kind of disperse and crawl or romp through Frederick to the participating venues.
Okay. So there's no particular path that you guys are going to, like, going all together as a group?
No, because at this point we have over 115 people registered.
Yeah. So you don't want to overwhelm any of our local bartenders and all of that. So the gathering is really at Old Town. You get the photo, and then you can go off on your merry way throughout the day through downtown Frederick, which is really, really fun. And then the component of the donation is not mandatory to participate, but it does benefit Hartley House, which we know is an amazing organization. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I wish I wasn't out of town this weekend. I would definitely participate. But now that it's on my radar, we will look. So is it always at the same time every year?
No, I think last year, Christy, we started a little bit later, but the group was smaller. So I think we decided we needed more time to accommodate the larger group.
Yeah, understood. All right. So next year, when you're in the planning phases, let me know, and then I will make sure and put it on my calendar and alert all of our viewers. It looks like a really great event. Actually, I should have I have the photo on our calendar that I go over when what's happening in Frederick. It looked like a really, really great time.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Well, I hope you get the turnout. I can't wait to see the group photo, and you guys have a great time. This is really fun. I think that this can really grow to be something quite large, and especially if you guys set it for the same time every year that people can count on. It's the first Saturday of November or whatever it is you guys decide to do. I wouldn't do first Saturday, obviously, in downtown, maybe second Saturday. But we can count on that, and it can grow to be a really big event.
We're looking forward to it, bigger and better every year.
Yeah, this year is definitely going to be better, thanks to Carolyn's hard work.
Yeah.
She did an amazing job.
Team
Oh,
effort. It's a team effort all the way.
yeah, that's great. And I love at the early phases of events, you always, every year, you're going to tweak and find things that work and add to it. But I do believe if you get some of these charities involved, it can be a really good fundraiser for them, and that they'll be able to get a lot out of it. So we appreciate all your guys' hard work and letting me know that this event is happening, and wish you a good time
Thank
as
you.
Mrs. Roper on Saturday.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for airing us. Thank
Of
you.
course. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Want to thank them. What a fun event. That's really fun. Oh my goodness. That's a really good time. All right. I think I have no idea where I am in my rundown sheet because I got so discombobulated. But I think that let's do this. We're gonna run Lex. All right. So Lex Figueroa recently purchased the franchise CMIT Solutions in Bethesda, and the business has taken off. And he's now expanded to include Frederick County as well. So if you're a small business owner or you work for a small business and you have issues with your IT, you might want to call him. But he's a great guy. I'm really happy to have met him. Here's Lex Figueroa, CMIT Solutions. 1 North Market Street with Lex, CMIT Solutions. You guys, I think what I really like about you, well, my husband, I'm nerdy. My husband's a nerd, total nerd, techie guy. I really love in speaking with you your approach to helping businesses with their technology. And it's kind of more than fixing the printer that doesn't print or fixing the, I can't get on the internet stuff, right?
Correct.
So tell me a little bit about CMIT, why this was something you were interested in founding and or taking ownership of and moving forward.
Well, throughout my career experience, and life experience, I noticed that there was a real gap or opportunity, if you will, with putting numbers over people and relationships, regardless of the collateral damage. And had been through a lot of challenging, struggling situations, trying to navigate around that and maintain my ethical beliefs.
Yeah.
And so when the opportunity presented itself to start another business, I said, this is a real opportunity to help people with their technology as we continue to evolve in how we're running things.
Yeah.
And, really to just give business owners the opportunity to work with someone or a company with integrity who's going to put people over profit and really have a holistic approach to the technology that they use and how it can help them or enable them to focus on their clients and growing their business.
Yeah, and I think it's really important because pretty much everything you purchase now is attached to some sort of internet source. And when you have a company, no matter the size, and you're bringing in all these things, if you don't have somebody kind of looking at everything, it can be dangerous to your network. And we all know the ransomware and all that stuff that can happen. It can be really dangerous for your business. So it's good that there are people like you guys out there. So you started in Bethesda and grew quite nicely, but you moved to Frederick.
I did.
Smart guy.
I did. So we did start in Bethesda. That's where, everything kind of originated and, things were growing and there was a real opportunity for the way that we approach things and how we help people. And, I already wanted to get away from like the overcrowding and the expense, how expensive it is in Montgomery County. And so I shot straight up here. And as I was here meeting people and all of that, I said, this would be a great way to expand the business and just be able to help more people on a larger scale, and also for me to be a little closer to home.
That's right.
And not having to go back
down. You got all
down.
these clients you have to visit now,
down.
right? I
So.
got to stay in Frederick. Yeah, I think, look, and it makes a lot of sense because a lot of our companies have locations in Montgomery County or originated as well in Montgomery County and opened an office here. So that really does make good sense. So the type of client that, and I know you don't, you're not focused on any particular industry, but is there if we could send you the best client, what would they look like to you? Like, do you go by kind of, they have 22 devices at least, or they've got 15 computers, workstations, or how do you approach?
Great question. I think that where we differ, from most other managed service providers or IT companies is, and they might not tell you this up front, is that.
But they definitely have it.
Oh yeah, they're looking for, okay, this company that we want to work with has a minimum of 20 users,
right?
And they work in this space, and it's like that's who we're gonna, But I don't think that other business owners that don't necessarily fit that should be denied the help with their technology.
Yeah.
So we don't, limit the people that we help by narrowing our focus that way.
Okay.
Really, an ideal client or referral for me would be anyone who is using technology in their business.
Wow.
And
great.
very rarely do we come across a situation that we're not able to help with.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I think it makes me laugh, and being that, again, my husband is in this industry as well, when somebody balks at the price to keep themselves safe or their clients safe. It makes me laugh because when I think about, we all think what we do is valuable, right? And sometimes we don't put that same value on what other people are doing. But I'm telling you, internet security is so important, and more so even now because everyone's getting a little bit cheekier with trying to get into networks and find information and all of that sort of stuff. Is that what you're finding in the industry and with the clients that you are picking up?
Yes, there has been exponential growth in not only the number of attacks, but in the way that these hackers are trying to get in to businesses.
Crazy.
And there's just been a huge increase in that, and making sure that your business is protected is essential, and it's almost mission critical, because as we all know, for a small or medium-sized business, and I unfortunately, there's a situation, I can't mention the name or details, but just had an event and a breach that was done through phishing email, and they were able to access their financials, and it all, and then the money that it takes to bounce back from that. Some companies never have the ability to come back. And if we can be proactive in preventing that type of risk for you or your business.
Yeah, and so tell our viewers the types of things that you guys do to prepare a company to secure their data, because I know even with smaller companies, if you run a credit card, you need to be secure. You can't count on just the fact that the credit card company is secure. Somewhat, some of them. So what are some of the things that you recommend to a local business on securing their data?
Well, everything is going to be unique, obviously, to your business or your environment. However, some of the most basic things is, staying educated, right, on cyber awareness training, we call it.
Yeah.
All of our clients, we have that rolled into all of our other services. So we may come out and do either an event where we're kind of talking about a lot of these things, breaches, phishing, ransomware, all this type of different things that could, creep into your network. But we want to make sure your, devices are protected and secure, and we want to layer that security to make it more difficult for them to figure out where they need to go.
Right.
Obviously, don't use the same password.
Right.
Don't use the same password on all your stuff. We do 24/7, device and network monitoring as well. So in case something does kind of pick up a red flag, we're already
You're
there.
on it.
Exactly.
You're on it. Well, if you have a small business, like I say, if you have any data at all, even if you're just working on a laptop, you want to make sure your stuff is safe and secure. CMIT Solutions, Lex is here to help you. He'll come out, he'll give you what needs to happen, and I'm sure he'd love to help you out. What is one thing you'd want our viewers to know about CMIT Solutions?
Most important, we put people over profit. You know, it's more important for me to help you than it is to charge you, to be blunt. You know, I'm really concerned about the health and welfare of your businesses. And even if that just may be for a quick chat where I can make some recommendations to keep you safe, or some things that just may help you so you can focus on your clients and your business. And you know, we're here to help in any way, shape, or form. If it's something that our team cannot do, I can guarantee that the people we introduced you to will have a very similar mindset when it comes to working with them.
Absolutely, yeah. The one thing you never want to do is be worried about your IT stuff. So you got to get somebody like Lex to come on out and give you peace of mind. All right, we thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
All right, I want to thank Lex for hanging out with me there. Really great guy. He's going to look after you and take care of you. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're back with Sam Vitale. Whether you need a computer, or not a computer, copier, or an opera, maybe ask him to sing Ave. I call him the singing copier guy, but I don't think he sings while he's doing that. But he might be encouraged. Who knows? All right, we're going to be back with him right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Dream Free Art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come sling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream Free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream Free Art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also take care of your windows and gutters, and they can even build you a new patio or deck. Give them a call today, 301-703-2157, or email info@ansconstruction.net. Or you can visit them online, of course, ansconstruction.net. Right now, because you're viewing Good Morning Frederick, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement, or $50 off any roof repairs. Give Sandra a call. There's the number. Screenshot it and tell her that Danny and Good Morning Frederick sent you. All right, we're going to talk about who is making our market great, because we do have a great market here in Frederick. Market Makers are sponsored by Antietam World Travel Service. Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com right now and get started on your dream vacation. Well, Sam Vitale loves his company, CDS. It's Complete Document Solutions, but he also loves singing. I got a chance to find out more from one of the Sicilian tenors. Well, you know that I'm always out and about, meeting new people all of the time, and I met our next guest doing a speed networking event with the Chamber. Please welcome to the show, Sam Vitale from Complete Document Solutions. There we go. How long have you been putting printers and other equipment into office space around Frederick?
Well, we opened up the Frederick office in June of 2006.
Okay. Okay. So you guys have been here for a while. Now I do have to make a proviso because this won't be aired today, but it is Halloween on recording day.
Yes,
And Sam
important we tell people that so they don't think I'm all the way crazy. I'm just
you're just
mostly crazy.
walking to a meeting randomly in your Star Trek gear.
Right. Well,
you are a fan though, right? You were telling me.
I am a fan. And then, Danny, we mentioned that I also, and many of the folks in Frederick already know, I sing with a group called the Sicilian Tenors. And as that, in that role, I got to meet William Shatner. And we got invited to come sing at his Hollywood. He's got a big thing there where they ride horses and they do horse therapy for injured warriors and children who have situations. And they work miracles because these people that otherwise hold a lot inside, they start working with the animals and doing stuff. And we watched a little kid there do jumps with a horse. And actually, at the end of the event, he spoke. It was the first time anyone had ever heard him spoke. His mom started crying. It was amazing.
That's amazing. Well,
yeah.
So you've also been singing for how long?
Well, that's a long time. I actually went to, probably teenager, came home and my dad was playing a Mario Lanza album for my stepmother. And I heard Mario sing Ave Maria. And but then he was also singing in English. So this big, huge tenor voice in pure English. Unlike the sound you hear as a kid or whatever when you think about an opera singer singing English, it sounds like Dracula, right? Mario sang clean English, but yet sang high C's. And I was attracted to that sound and, prayed every night that I could be a tenor. It took a while, but God eventually granted me that wish. And so now I get to sing all over the country. Matter of fact, I just got back from Florida this weekend. It's my fishing, my hunting.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, well.
I mean, one of the tenors, that's all he does, and he makes pretty good money doing it. Me, we've got about 250 employees here, including my wife and two of my sons, two of my son-in-laws, one of my daughters, and my work photo and my family photo look a lot alike. But it's nice. I have responsible people in positions to where I feel comfortable to leave, because sometimes some of the jobs are during the week, but most of them are on the weekend, and it's easy for me to fly out on a Friday and take the first flight back Monday morning or fly back home even Sunday night. These two shows have to meet in Florida, one at the Villages, which if any of your folks have been down the Villages, it's literally a big hometown down there, and they've got 4 giant theaters there. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was great shows.
So is there a chance for us to see you locally, or am I going to have to create an event where you can actually sing locally?
I bring the tenors in every once in a while. We actually filmed the PBS special here in 2018 at the Weinberg, and it's shows around the country. Still today, they just renewed it, asking for another 3 years. And so people in Los Angeles this weekend are going to be watching the show filmed at the Weinberg. But I bring the guys back every so often. Actually, we're in talks now. We just did a show last year when we went to London, and we filmed one at what everyone here knows is Downton Abbey. The real name is Highclere Castle. And we filmed a show there. We're actually now touring with that show. But that show is now just started on PBS last fall. That one's being shown all the time. But anyways, that show is being toured, and we're in talks right now I definitely want to be in this area next spring or next fall for a show. And it might end up being the Weinberg.
Yeah. I think I might have to talk to them over there and see if we can help get behind that. I think it's phenomenal. What a great skill in line with what you do for your day job as well.
Yeah.
It is good you have your family around you to support, because I know that can be kind of difficult to jet off, but really, really cool. And yeah, I can't wait to hear you. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of fun. We get to go, and like I said, I get to meet William Shatner. We get to meet everybody. We've done big events with other stars and parties and all sorts of stuff where all of a sudden you're just standing there and super famous people walk by and you go, holy moly. It's a lot of fun. It's very, very it's a very, very interesting life to be able to swing back and forth. And it's funny because I'll be up in front of, like I was singing for 3,000 people the other night, and you come out and you do that, and you think you're a big star, and then you come home and you're nobody,
Yeah. Oh no, I think
knocking on doors selling copiers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, maybe you should be the singing copier guy. Maybe that will help a little bit. But yeah, not to discount the job that pays the bills at all. So certainly, for this complete document solutions company that you have.
Mhm.
So tell us the types of equipment that you put into people's offices.
Well, we used to just be an exclusive Xerox agency, but now we're a multi-brand. We're their biggest multi-brand partner in the country. We have offices ranging from Connecticut through Virginia, and now we're looking at Texas and Florida and South Carolina within the next 4 to 6 months. So might be hinting at CDS America soon. Used to just be Xerox, but now it's Xerox, Kyocera, Sharp, Epson, and HP.
They don't have to be huge companies who get your stuff, right? It could even be small businesses or whatever.
Right. Now we cater from a small desktop unit up to units the size of 15-foot long machine. So
yeah, I know you were talking about you had machines as big as the wall when we were sitting down chatting, and
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the middle of the machine looks like a refrigerator, like you could walk in it, and it's just massive, and it'll run
That's unreal.
A couple million prints a month. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
so what is the benefit to a business to utilize a service like yours rather than purchasing their own or going another route?
Well, they can get the gear through us. They can either purchase it by cash or they can lease the gear. About 99% of the folks will lease it because the technology changes so often, and we can switch it out during the middle of the lease and cater to changing needs that people have. But if you go through an entity like ours, you get the gear shows up. We deliver the gear. It's all configured properly. Our guys, you don't want to mess around with something like. Can you imagine trying to do all this by yourself on the small desktop? Sure,
right.
Stuff up. But you're going to bring in a big office piece of equipment, and it needs to run right, and you need it to run right for your team. And when there's a problem, you don't want to be dealing with it. You call our team. We never put you offshore. We have a great customer service team here. And I think our Q2, Q3 results aren't out yet, but Q2, we had a response time of like 2 hours and 10 minutes for full service response. So that's amazing.
That's amazing, actually. When you're a small business and something's wrong with the copier or the scanner or whatever it is you're using, there's nothing worse than, having to wait a week to get it fixed or something like that.
Even tomorrow might be too long, but 2 hours and 15 minutes and you're up and going. You can't beat it. And our team goes above and beyond. Matter of fact, I was here getting ready to fly out. I'm not kidding you. On Saturday to go to Florida, and I was here on Saturday looking at some stuff and making some things because I was going to be out of the office Monday and Tuesday. And while I was doing that, my wife came in, and I thought she was checking up on me, but she was actually picking up toner to run downtown to one of our customers who has 5 locations and their restaurant. And it was important for them to have something on a Saturday. Well, that's not normal.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
But it is nice. It's nice to have someone local. You're not calling some 800 numbers, God knows where, and trying to explain to somebody who you are, what you have, and what the problem is. So that's always the benefit of working with a local organization,
right?
And one that can be responsive and answer the call.
And we're used to responding to the mission. I spent 9 years in the Air Force, and my son was a captain in the Air Force. He works here now. My son-in-law, who runs our IT department, was in the Marines. And we make a joke about that. Really, work here isn't just punching in and punching out and you're done. I mean, if something needs to get done, we stay and we get it done. We figure it out, and we attack things like it's a mission.
Yeah. Are you from this area?
I grew up in Michigan.
Okay.
And then I spent time in New York, finishing studying voice. I went to the University of Michigan, and got my degree there, and then went to New York City, and then had an offer to become a partner here in 2006, and we came down here for that.
Well, that is awesome. Well, we are so proud that you are part of our Frederick community, both business world and the entertainment world. And we can't wait to see you on stage, hopefully in the spring, right close where we can see you and hear you. Sam, it was a pleasure to chat with you today, and have a great show next week. And we will see you very soon.
Well, thank you. I would tell people that you need anything at all, check us out at CompleteDocumentSolutions.com, or you can want to take a peek at the show. You can look at the SicilianTennis.com, and that show with us at Downton Abbey is there.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to have all those links on screen for people, and I might see if I can take a cut or two away to put in this interview. That's so great.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yes, we want to thank him for that. I was going to put music on, but I got concerned that Facebook would mute the entire thing because of a copyright, even though I had permission. So anyway, go to YouTube, put in the Sicilian Tenors, and listen to some amazing music. All right, coming up tomorrow, Jeff and Tammy from Shepherd Pratt talk about the support they offer our community. And I talk with John from 50/50 Burgers. If you've not had one of their burgers, you're missing out. Tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing day. Let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick. All right.